Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here in the Fuzzy Biker Garage. I want to make a quick video about our Alaska 2025 trip for those of you that are interested in this thing. Talk about what it is, what we're planning to do, and where we're at this point. The idea is to meet in Marnie, Iowa on June 21st and then leave the following morning. Marnie, Iowa is about right here in the world, and our goal, of course, is to end up here in Alaska somewhere. T-O-K is the name of the town, Tok. Once we get there, we can do other things. So here's what I've got so far. It's going to be kind of a self-led, loosely organized trip. You know, we'll have a starting point for that day and an ending destination for that day. How you get, from point A to point B will be up to you. There won't be any reservations made, so if you want to make reservations, you'll have to do that on your own. Your own campgrounds or your own hotels. I mean, I hope we can all do that together, but we'll do our best. I'll have planned routes. They should all be on pavement. So we should all be able to travel together, pretty much. Our goal would be to ride 300 to 400 miles a day. I've had some people say, well, that's not very many miles. I think it is a lot of miles, especially when you're going through such absolutely beautiful countryside. So my thoughts are, 300 to 400 mile days, a couple days in a row, and then we'd stop somewhere and stay for a couple days. The goal is to try to get this trip there and back done within a month, and I think we should be able to do that easily. So where are we at on routes so far? Well, like I said, we're going to start in Marnie, Iowa, which is around here somewhere. And the first day, I think it's about 370 miles. There's a town called Valentine, Nebraska over here. It's in the middle of what's called the Sand Hills. And this is really an amazing part of the world, in my mind. If you notice, there isn't any roads or anything through them. That's because it's pretty rural. So we'd go there the first day. There's a campground in there I've used several times. I'm going to go there this year before the event and check it out just to make sure everything's good. We'd camp there overnight, and then the next day we would ride up to the Black Hills. My thoughts are we'd get to the Black Hills where we would spend a day or two, see what we want to see in that area. And then from there we would head over to Cody, which is a day's ride, I believe, a long day, but a day nonetheless. I think that's about 400 miles. And then from Cody, we would go through what's called let's see if I can get this right, Beartooth Mountains, Beartooth Highway, and then go over the Beartooth Pass. The Beartooth Pass is something like 11,000 feet. This is a destination that I've heard a lot of people talk about over the years. It's something I've always wanted to do, and I think it's a good place to go. So we would stay here somewhere, and then we'd make our way up to Glacier National Park. I think we can do a day at Glacier and get away with that. So from there, my plan would be, and I don't have any of this really mapped out yet, but we would get ourselves up to Calgary, and then we'd go to Banff. Banff, Google that right now. Banff, B-A-M-F-F. It's got to be one of the most amazing places on earth. I've never been there, but I've seen the videos, I've read the books, I've talked to the people. I'm an expert even though I've never been there, right? It's supposed to be just amazing. And this is supposed to be one of the most scenic roads in the world, right through here from Banff all the way up to Jasper. Jasper's, I know that I'll get a better map up, but that's supposed to be one of the most amazing rides you can ever get through. Now from there, we would make our way up to Dawson Creek, which is right there. That's the official start of the Alcan American-Canadian Highway. And that actually is my goal, the Alcan Highway. The Alcan Highway starts there and ends in Tok, T-O-K. And the reason I spell that is because there is a T-U-K, which is over here somewhere, and that's a whole different thing. So we would go from Dawson Creek, we'd make our way over here to Whitehorse, somewhere over here. We'll have I haven't got any stops planned here yet, and then ultimately end up in Tok. From there, we could, as a group, decide if we want to do more, like go to Anchorage, up to Fairbanks. All this, this little triangle here is supposed to be absolutely gorgeous, and it's supposed to all be paved. How about Prudhoe Bay? I don't care to go to Prudhoe Bay on this trip. I'd like to stay on pavement this time. Like I said, again, my goals are I want to do the adventure, the ride to Alaska and back. I want to see as much scenery as I possibly can without getting off the pavement. I don't need that kind of adventure this time. And I also want to meet good people and ride good motorcycle with y'all. So that's the goal. So how long should that take? Well, I think we can do that in a week or two. So why is it going to take a month? Well, because we might get up there and decide we want to do some real exploring. And I've heard some really interesting things about what's available through here. The other one is on the route back. If this is possible, this highway through here is supposed to be just amazing. There's supposed to be some absolutely amazing roads that go through here. So as of right now, we've got a good route from here to Nebraska, up to the Badlands, and then over to Cody. After that, it's kind of loose with the idea of making our way to Glacier National Park, and then, of course, Calgary, and then Banff, and all these things, and all the rest of this. So other things I've got on my list to talk about are bikes and equipment. So the motorcycles, any pavement capable motorcycle that can hold 65 all day long. That should be a decent enough motorcycle for that. As long as you can carry enough gear on there. So you have to have a good enough motorcycle and good equipment on that motorcycle. I'm going to be riding this motorcycle right here. That's my plan at this point. This is a Royal Enfield Himalayan, and I'm trying to get it outfitted out. I've got different ideas. I've been making a bunch of videos. You guys are probably, I hope you're not sick of them, but I'm trying to find out all the good options I can possibly use, you know. Other options would be something like this, a Bear, and quite honestly, this bike right here would do it beautifully. This is my Royal Enfield Super Meteor, and you know, it's got luggage, it's got a windshield, it's got excellent foot gear, it's got a touring seat, luggage rack on the back. So any motorcycle like that should do it, as long as it's equipped properly. After that, it would be things like camping gear, rain gear. I understand we're going to get wet, no way around it. Food, how you're going to cook, make your coffee, stuff like that, bathroom stuff. Okay, so my goal is a video like this every week or so until the event. I hope this is helpful. If you have any information that you'd like to share with us, put them in the comments below, or go to the Fuzzy Biker Facebook page, the Fuzzy Biker Facebook page, and let us know what you're thinking, guys. It's going to be a great trip, and I hope you all come along for the ride. Wahoo!
Wahoo! Wahoo! Wahoo!